Man, shit, fireworks. How we doing? Wow, see, on time right there. I'm gonna tell you, like, I try to catch it right there within the 25 and the 30 seconds, the point 5.75 seconds into the other minute of 26, getting 26 past 11. Listen to this out, man. I was sitting down and I pull up to the vacuum here and I start to vacuum underneath my car, and I realized that the carpet joins underneath the bottom of the car seat right there. And grandma had said she was trying to vacuum to her ultimate best, and her hands are frail. And I said, okay, grandma, this is what we do. I'm gonna get in the trunk, I'm gonna unscrew the jack. She said, can you undo the bolts? I said, now, for security reasons and purposes, Eastman's not a Forex. My name is Taz, Freateadesign. Throw that over the bank, baby. The extension, utilizing the time for service in the spring. 12 tools. See, I was creating 12 tools that we could use in the springtime. Okay, 12 tools we could use in the springtime. Now you have to keep in consideration that we're in the 5th month. So as a business owner, you're in the 5th month, and we have to. It's imperative to capitalize on what we can capitalize on, such as growth, production. So, because we need to have a really good revenue at the end of this. Well, if we're in the 5th month and say we're going to cancel out one more month that's to come, so basically we're in the 6 months. So basically look at 6 months, you got to get your act together. In other words, I want to tell you something, a completely you have 6 months to get your act together and balance it out, and that means enough to save for 2 months to pay your rent on the business that you've got. Anyway, throw that over the bank. So the 12 steps or the 12 tools that I was working on, like a blanket for creating, and not creating, for first coming up with a consistent level of maintaining your business growth, or maintaining the growth, not an increase, but the consistency of maintaining a growth on a steady chart. Anyway, throw that over the bank also. We'll see what happens with that. But first, you got to utilize the tools. Find the tools that you would need. When I used to create business card, I would create business card in December if I was going to use it in January. If I was going to use the business card in April, I'll create it in December. The reason for that is kind of like you start marketing in December for April or for March, for that time. So by that time, you are ready to go. If there is over 70 million visitors visiting the Carolinas, where are they going? Well, maybe say half of that percentage is going into Raleigh. Maybe a quarter of the percentage is hanging out in Raleigh, but the other quarter, probably a third, maybe third in Raleigh and third in the North Carolina, in the mountains, to see how beautiful it is. So keep that in mind and keep in consideration that we've done 5 months already. Make sure the extended hours are utilized in the best possible way that you see best for you and your business. Now we're gonna get back to what's at hand. That is just a small bit of what to come with the spring time, 12 tools to use to create a blanket for your business. Anyway, that's to come. Put that on the burner for a minute. East, West, North, and South fireworks. My name is Taz. This is Freateadesign 360. However, our discussion was based on communication. Do you think communication will stay there in that category, or will it eventually bounce up to in the 50s? And the one that's in second place now would bump up in the 50s, and the one that's in the first place would bump up to in the mid 30s. Would that be a possibility? And what would be the catalyst behind that? Who will make that happen, and when will that happen? Well, let's talk to the teenagers. Ha! Kidding, throw that over the bank. Anyway, let's have a look at what else is going on in the market. But besides that, potato chip. Interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. Very, that's very interesting. Is potato chip gold or silver? What is your thoughts? Two opinions. Is communication gold or is communication silver? Is potato chips gold or potato chips silver? What are your thoughts? What is brands? Let's look for that. We gotta have a runner-up. We have it in every case. Anyway, throw that over the bank. My name is Taz. This is Freateadesign 360. Through the valleys and the terrains of the Appalachian Mountains, through the winding turn and curves and the monstrous hills of the Great Smoky Mountain, to the town, the small surrounding city of this historic land with many history of the place and its people. It's also a place that many ethnic groups call home. People on corners of the world have somehow found their home here in the Smokies, which transform each and every one to be a part of the core of a county, a town, a city, a state, and a country. How remarkable is this story? A multi-race and gender is a part of our daily success. It's an unbelievable diversity sculpture in this unique place of beauty, character, and love. Awesome. Thank you so much for streaming with me. My name is Taz, and let's see what time of the day is. We're still making money. We're still gonna make some money. Now, my question is, do you think McDonald's will have an after run today on a Monday? Do you think coffee will have an after run today on this Monday? And how has coffee been? I want to check these three sources. MSN, Google, and Yahoo. Let's see what's going on. Before we go to coffee, I just want to run this down with you first. If you're there, streaming with me. The topic is the trust. People we trust. Who we trust. Some of the people we trust. Some of the people we trust. We trust the pilots. We trust our partners. With our ends, we trust. We put our emotions and our nurturing in our family and friends. We put our hopes and efforts in things that we believe we can achieve. Yes, we put our mindset in our capabilities. Yes, we put our burden in God's hands. Yes, we put our education in learning in our teachers' hands, in the faculty. Yes, we put our future in our leaders' hands. Yes, sometimes we go back and we put our trust in God. Anyway, let's throw that over the bank, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. And we're gonna jump right into communication and see what's going on for that. Anyway, oh no, McDonald's still going good. McDonald's is still up there. It's still doing its thing, and that's awesome, man. It's wonderful. But I've not pulled up none of these on my screen. This is just pure speculation. Please don't quote me, so that way we can stay in good hands. It's funny, and I'm not surprised to see MSN. I'm not surprised to see SMG doing what it's doing. I'm really not surprised to see that, but I would love to see what Microsoft. I would love to see what the chip is going to do. And like I said, the Dow Jones right now, look, it dropped by down to 19%, up to the 65. Let's see what's going on for this right here. I'm gonna I want to punch Verizon in and see what's going on for Verizon, and see how Verizon will look in the future. What would Verizon do? What would the chip be? What would AT&T be? And will that ever burst out in the market? So we'll get back to the tools of the spring, but utilize the extended hours as the first step of getting and creating something that's you can use in covering and maintaining the growth of your business. And like I said, if there was 35, 3/4 of and there's 70 million visitors coming here, and now close to 80 million visitors, I am pretty sure, like, how do you market this side to get more and of those visitors to visit? What are you have in place right there? Today up 70.4 on the day. Anyway, on the day, let's look on the Jones side. If you see me venture off for a little bit, need to check in on some things that's going on right here. All right, now what's your thoughts on the chip? Will you think the chip will make it, or you think, but your kids don't know what the chip is, and you can't, there's games that you could for your kids, but what is something like substance that's in your community that you can really actually put there, $1 cost averaging each Friday, and what is something else, what is that, that you can really put in there for them? What's your thoughts on that topic? But when will